Hello, Roy Goddard here. Thanks for tuning in. So you want to build a website using WordPress and you want to do it fast. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that step by step in clear, actionable steps so that you can get it done and get it done fast. Alright, the first step you're going to need to do is you're going to need to register a domain name, and you're also going to need to get web hosting. Now, firstly, in regards to registering a domain name, I'm assuming that you already have an idea of what you want your domain name to be. If you don't, then obviously before you do this step, you're going to need to have a think about that and decide on a domain name that's relative to what your website's going to be about. In regards to web hosting, if you're not sure exactly what web hosting is, essentially it's a place to store all your files and all the content for your website so that it's actually accessible for people to access when they're typing in your website, and it also keeps all of your files and everything secure online. Now, the web hosting that I recommend is Bluehost. Now, one of the main reasons that I'm recommending Bluehost for you if you're just starting your website is that, and you want to do it in a most cost-effective manner, it actually provides, as you can see on the screen here, a free domain name for the first year. So you can actually register your domain name through Bluehost for free for the first year when you also get their hosting. The other good thing about Bluehost is it's really easy to install WordPress. So obviously you're wanting to install a WordPress website. Within the Bluehost panel, you can actually go down, click on the WordPress install, and it'll automatically install it for you. So you don't have to worry about all the techie issues behind installing the actual website, the WordPress website into your web hosting. Alright, so if you're ready to register your domain name and set up your web hosting, then in the description below I've laid out all the steps, and under step 1 you've got the link there to go directly to Bluehost, and that's going to bring you directly to this page here. Now, because we're wanting to set up a WordPress website, then what I recommend you do is go up to the top here and just go to WordPress, and under there you've got the WordPress hosting. So you're just going to click on WordPress hosting, and that's going to bring you to this page where, as you can see, you're still going to get your free domain name registration for the first year. You're just going to choose a plan. Now, in terms of the plan, obviously if you're on a budget and you're just starting out, you probably just want to start with the basic. If you think that you're going to be looking to create more than one website or more than one blog, then I recommend obviously the Plus. I mean, it's the same price to go with the Choice Plus, so you might just go with the Choice Plus there as well. But if you're just looking at creating one website, one blog, and you want to do it in the cheapest way possible, the basic option is fine. So you're just going to click on that. Once you've clicked on that, it's going to take you through to the page where you can actually choose your domain name. So you're just going to enter in the domain name that you want and search and make sure that it's available. If it's not available, then obviously you're going to have to play around with it and try and find another name that you still really like and is still suitable to what your website's going to be about. Alright, so I've just put in a domain name to register, and what I was going to do next is just show you the sign up page. But as I've gone through, I've come across this special offer. So at the time of making this video, Bluehost is actually offering 65% off their web hosting, which still includes that free domain registration. So obviously you're going to take that up. So hopefully at the time, at the time that you're watching this video, they're still offering that 65% off. So obviously you're going to claim that savings. So the next thing to do is simply just fill out the account information. So obviously general details, package information. So obviously the longer you commit for, the cheaper the price. So this is in Australian dollars, as I'm in Australia, obviously. So make a decision about how much you want to pay. If you can afford to pay up front for the full 3 years there, obviously that's going to be more financially economic option. Down the bottom here, there's a few extras that you can choose from. So domain privacy protection, that's probably one that I recommend. So in the past, I've had a website where my personal details were available online, and what was actually happening, I was getting all these bloody emails from people trying to sell me different products, SEO, web-based sort of services, and yeah, they were basically filling up my inbox. So that's something that I would recommend. In terms of the other options here, just have a look through, see if any of those appeal to you based on what you want to achieve with your website, and then you're simply just putting in your payment details and creating your account. All right, so once you've created your account, you'll come to this page where you can choose to set your password, and then obviously go in and you'll set your password for your account. Once you've done that, we'll move on to step 2. So step number 2 is simply to install WordPress and also pick a theme. So if you're not sure what a theme is, essentially it's just a template for what your website is going to look like and how it's laid out. Now, if you followed the steps so far, then once you've entered in your or created your password, it's going to take you to another page now where you can simply log in. And as soon as you log in, WordPress is actually going to download and install automatically into your website. Then from there, all you're going to have to do is going to redirect you to another page where you can actually scroll through a number of selected or a number of different themes that you can actually choose from. So it'll show you, as you can see on the screen here, it'll show you different templates and styles that you can choose from. And all you have to do is choose one of those and click next, and then your website, your WordPress will be installed, and you'll also already have a template and a style that appeals to you, that you can start to build your website from. Alright, so that brings us to step 3, and step 3 is essentially just to start to build out your website, to start to put pages together, input your content, and really it's quite simple. So once you've installed WordPress and you've chosen a theme, it's going to direct you to this page, and essentially this is your backend, the backend office to your website, where you're able to make changes and edit everything. So if you see on the left hand side here, if you go to pages, this is where you can start to create your pages. So your about me page, your services page, or whatever pages it is that you want to create, and then you create the pages, and then you can start to edit the content from there. Now, if you find it complicated to put your website together, you find it hard to structure it the way you like, maybe the theme that you choose, it doesn't quite enable you to do what you want with your website, what I'd recommend is getting Elementor. So Elementor is a plugin for WordPress that you can use, and it's basically like a drag and drop system for creating your website. So it gives you a lot more control over how the layout and design of your website looks. So this is the main page for Elementor. So if we go into pricing here, as you can see, it's quite affordable, and at the time of making this video, obviously you can see there's a birthday sale going on, whether or not that's still going by the time you watch this. But as you can see, so if you're just looking to set up one site, then $36 a year, it's really not that expensive, and it's going to make it really easy for you to set up, design, and really modify your website exactly how you would like it. So I'll put the link to this plugin in the description below under step 3. Now, another thing that I wanted to discuss, maybe you don't want to be involved in the whole process of putting your content into the website and designing it and laying it out in a professional way. Maybe you want to hand that off to someone else, but still you're working on a budget. So what I would recommend is actually going to Fiverr. So if you don't know what Fiverr is, it's basically a freelancing site where you can go and you can search for people who will do certain services for you. So and it's really quite cheap. So we'll also put that in the description under step 3, as you might want to find someone else for a reasonable price to do all the designing and actually set up the rest of your website from here the way you want it to look. Alright, fantastic. You now know how to set up a WordPress website easily and quickly. If you did get value from this video and I have helped you out in terms of helping you set up your WordPress website, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring that notification bell. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Until then, thanks so much for watching.